Thank you. Here's Daravinne, and we're going to talk about Android Application Reversing 101.
Hi, I'm daravinne. I work in Android malware analysis and vulnerability analysis, and I'm going to give you a real brief rundown of Android application reversing. It's a little bit concept heavy, so I'm going to gloss over a lot of stuff, but I'll try and give you like a relatively complete outline of how you can take any Android application file and reverse it and look at the code. So what is an APK? The Android application package. The APK is a file format used by the Android operating system. It contains all of the program's code in files called DEX files, resources such as images, XML, extra binaries if it doesn't even like crypto, certificates, and something called the Android manifest, which declares the permissions that the application uses and which classes request those permissions. So APK files are actually just zip files. So if you rename APK file to .zip, you can open it up and see everything inside of it. Android used to use the Dalvik runtime engine, which is what DEX files are. They're Dalvik runtime files, and they recently switched to the ART, which is the Android runtime, which is something magical and special that Google came up with. So I'll briefly go over Smalley. Smalley or back Smalley is the assembler and disassembler for the DEX format used by the Dalvik runtime engine, and it's loosely based on Jasmine's syntax. Jasmine is an assembler for the Java virtual machine. So if you want to be able to look at Dalvik bytecode, Smalley, and read it and figure out what it is without decompiling it into a Java-like language, you should probably look up and learn about Jasmine, because they're pretty much almost the same thing, and they're not quite assembler, but they're pretty close. So you need a couple of tools to reverse an APK. The basic tools that you need are an unzipping application. If you're on Windows, you can use WinZip. If you're on OS X, you can use the unarchiver. If you're on Linux, Unix, you can use tar. And you need dex to jar, which is a command line utility, and JDGUI, which is a GUI application that you can view the code in. If you want to do fancier, more advanced things, APK tool is kind of an all-in-one disassembler that's a little more complex to use. I'm not a huge fan of it. There's something called Zipline if you get into actual Android development. When you sign an Android application, you have to run Zipline on it in order to make the binary size of it line up with the certificate. So, very simple method to reverse an APK. You have your APK, you change the file extension from APK to zip, and you open it. So you have a directory. In that directory, there's a file called classes.dex. Should be at the top level of the directory, and you use the tool dex to jar to extract jar from the dex file. You run dex to jar with whatever options on the command line. And then you use JDGUI to open the jar file to view the classes in the reassembled job. And I'm going to show you, I've done a little like pre-disassembly, so I'm going to show you the results after I've done with the slides. And so resource links, if you want to download APK tool, JDGUI, dex to jar, Android. The Android SDK is super useful if you want to do other stuff, like use ADB to interact with the phone, and Jasmine is available on SourceForge. So I have in the Finder. So this is an opened up APK, and you can see the Android manifest. Is that big enough? Yeah, it is. You have classes.dex, which is the file that you want to open in JDGUI, or that you want to convert, and then the jar file. I do this every day, so I have a script that automatically does all of this, and then you have things like assets, like you have another zip file, you have some random file, you have other binaries, like .so files, stuff like that. So, and I also wanted to show you real quick the Android manifest, which has an XML file and has all of the permissions, like if your application wants to read the phone state, access the network, access Bluetooth, read contacts, etc., it does it all in this file. And so I've opened in JDGUI big. So it opens kind of like a development environment view, where you can look at the class hierarchy and view Java code.
Your 5 minutes of fame are over.
Yay! But yeah, so basically it's reverse Java code. It's not quite the same as native, but you can figure out what an application is doing based on reading this code. And so when I do reversing, this is pretty much what I do.
So if is, oh, there you are. You're sitting down.
I can answer like one question if the next person comes up.
Zach's got a question coming back here.
Oh yeah, there's like 8 billion questions.
There's a dude back here.
Yeah, I'm not really a coder. I had a question.
So I randomly picked ones. So okay, so the question is, what APK did I use? I randomly picked one out of the pile of APKs that I interact with for work. They're all numbered because they come out of our database. I think I picked adware.
Lib MP3
It
later?
does. I think it's either just adware or it's like some kind of weird malware. It might be something that's recording your calls. Like I said, malware. And you tend to get a lot of malware that's something injected into a legitimate looking app. So you could download something if you use sketchy app stores. You get something that like looks like the Facebook app or like a chat app, and it's secretly recording stuff and sending it to China. Any other questions?
Yeah, there's one in the back. I think you might have already answered this, but can you use this method of looking at the code and changing the code to removing different things that applications do that their permissions require? So like the monitoring and stuff you're talking about, but something like from the Google Store, say I get something from Google Play Store.
You can do that. I think you need slightly more tools than I have shown. But it is entirely possible and people do it, and that's where we get a lot of the malware that impersonates other applications.
In Android 7, you can block individual permissions per application.
Okay.
All right, Mickey is next. Thank you.